The power grids have failed, leaving the entire country in pitch-black darkness. Society's fabric has unraveled and chaos rules outside your door. The world as you knew it has collapsed into darkness. Stores have empty shelves, streets are battlegrounds, and trust in any form of currency has evaporated. Gold isn't as valuable anymore, it becomes just another shiny rock. In this new world, what you once valued may no longer hold its worth. But what truly becomes invaluable when the world is flipped on its head? You would be surprised of the things we take for granted that can become way more valuable than a bunch of gold bars stored in a vault. Look, this isn't saying that gold is not valuable, but let's face it, you can't drink gold when you're thirsty. You can't eat it when you're hungry, and it won't keep you warm on a cold, dark night. In the post-apocalyptic world, practicality trumps tradition. It's the everyday items, those we often overlook, that become the true treasures in a time when convenience is a concept of the past. So make a list of these essential items. Keep in mind that what matters most is not the intrinsic value, but the utility these items provide. Each of these items becomes a critical asset more precious than gold in a world that's been turned upside down. They are the new currency in a society where traditional money has lost its meaning and survival is the new wealth. So grab your notebook and start making a list now. The first item on this list is seeds. Not the occasional apple seed or orange pip you might find in your snack, but the hardy seeds meant for planting crops. Remember, the local supermarket has become just a memory, where those shelves once stocked with endless food options are now eerily empty. In this new reality, being able to grow your own food becomes the cornerstone of survival. Seeds, in their tiny, unassuming form, hold the blueprint for life. Grains, vegetables, fruits, herbs, everything you need to sustain not just yourself but potentially a whole community. They transform into a real currency, a means of trade more valuable than any precious metal, because what they offer isn't just wealth. It's sustenance, survival, independence. In a collapsed economy and a broken supply chain, those little seeds are priceless. The power shifts to those who can literally reap what they sow, making seeds a true currency of sustainability and survival. The second item on this list is antibiotics. Think about it, a world without easy access to medical care, where a simple scratch could lead to a serious infection, possibly even threatening your life. That's the harsh reality we'd face after a collapse. Stockpiling them transforms from a precaution to a necessity, making any storage of these drugs incredibly valuable. And here's the thing, their value extends far beyond just keeping you healthy. They become a prime bartering item. You could trade antibiotics for food, shelter, or protection, and in desperate times their worth could surpass that of any precious metal. Keeping a good supply could literally mean the difference between life and death, highlighting their significance in a post-collapse world where conventional healthcare is a relic of the past. The third item on this list is portable solar panels and batteries. Solar panels and batteries are invaluable when society hits a snag and the grid collapses. With reliable solar panels and batteries, you can keep your food refrigerated, charge essential communication devices, and power security systems to protect your space. They're indispensable tools in any long-term survival arsenal, ensuring you have power day and night, all year round. When the world's conventional power sources are out of the question, setting up your own mini-grid with solar panels and batteries isn't just smart, it's a critical backup that keeps you connected and safe in a disconnected world. The fourth item on this list is clean water. This is the absolute backbone of survival. In a scenario where the infrastructure has taken a hit and society's luxuries are no longer available, having access to purified water or a natural, uncontaminated source could elevate you to royalty status. Imagine something as simple as a water filter could be your golden ticket, trading for items as valuable as a vehicle in barter. Sounds insane, right? Yet in the desperate times of survival, these are the real stakes. Those who can ensure a steady supply of clean water, either through mechanical filters, boiling, or chemical treatment, hold an important asset that transcends traditional wealth. Clean water is not only for quenching thirst or cooking, it's about hygiene, disease prevention, and sustaining life itself. Clean water becomes more than a necessity. It becomes a powerful currency in an era where traditional money has lost its value, making it truly worth more than gold. The fifth item on this list is fuel. When the world is flipped on its head, where the conveniences of modern life are but distant memories, fuel becomes more valuable than gold. Think about it, gasoline, propane, wood, anything that can ignite and sustain a flame or keep the machinery we once took for granted operational becomes a lifeblood. Whether it's firing up a generator to breathe life back into your home's electrical system, powering up farming equipment to till a small patch of land, or simply keeping you warm through unforgiving winters, Fuel holds the key to surviving. And when currency loses its value and trading goods takes over, fuel stands out as a prime bartering commodity. Imagine trading a few liters of gasoline for a week's worth of food supplies or a propane canister for a much-needed medical kit. In the chaotic exchange market of a collapsed civilization, fuel doesn't just power engines, it powers life, making it a bargaining chip that's worth more than just about anything else you can imagine. The sixth item on this list is hard liquors. Alcohol isn't just for unwinding after a long day anymore in a post-collapse world. It's a critical necessity. High-proof spirits especially become like liquid gold. They're not just for those looking to escape reality for a bit. Think about their medical importance. Alcohol can sterilize wounds and medical instruments. It can also be used as a pain reliever, providing some comfort when professional medical help is a relic of the past. And let's not underestimate its value in bartering. When the chips are down and you're in need of something important, a bottle of spirits might just be the ticket to securing that vital item or service. In an environment where traditional currency might as well be monopoly money, alcohol stands out as a universal commodity that retains immense value across various uses, making it a top-tier survival item. The seventh item on this list is first aid supplies. We're talking bandages, antiseptics, painkillers, everything you can think of that fits in a first aid kit. Right now, you might take it for granted that you can just swing by a pharmacy and pick up a Band-Aid or some antibiotic ointment if you get a cut. But think about a world where there's no corner drugstore to visit when you slice your finger while chopping firewood or twist your ankle running from danger. Those seemingly minor injuries, without the right supplies, they could turn serious fast. That's why stocking up on comprehensive first aid items is very important. You want to prepare for any possible medical situation that you might need to handle on your own. So when the world goes sideways, having a well-equipped first aid kit could mean the difference between a quick recovery and a serious life-threatening infection. It's about keeping yourself and your group healthy when professional medical help isn't an option. The eighth item on this list is salt. Here's the thing, salt isn't just for taste. It's a cornerstone of survival in a world without refrigeration. Very critical for food preservation, salt keeps your meats and vegetables edible for longer by inhibiting the growth of bacteria, making it a lifeline for maintaining food supplies over harsh winters or during food shortages. Beyond preservation, salt is important for basic body functions. It helps regulate fluid balance and supports nerve and muscle function. In an environment where the luxury of popping into a grocery store is a distant memory, having a stash of salt can mean the difference between a varied diet and malnutrition. This flexibility transforms salt from a simple kitchen staple into a high-demand commodity, potentially more valuable than gold in a post-collapse barter economy. Anyone holding onto a sizable amount of this white gold might find themselves in a powerful trading position where a handful of salt could be worth a whole lot more than its weight in precious metals. The ninth item on this list is books. Books, those bound pages brimming with critical information, are vaults of invaluable knowledge. Imagine going through detailed guides on medical procedures in a time when a doctor's advice is miles away, or referencing farming manuals that turn a patch of dirt into a sustainable food source. Mechanics books become gold mines as every gear and gadget from the old world needs fixing to adapt to the new realities. In essence, when the world as we know it flickers out, a well-stocked library of practical educational books can help in the preservation of health, food, and essential skills. Books are not merely information, they are tools for building a future when the rest of technology might leave us in the dark. The last item on this list is ammo. Ammunition, it's not merely a means of defense, it's an important asset for hunting and safeguarding whatever resources you've managed to accumulate. In a world where law and order are terms relegated to history books, the possession of ammo shifts from an option to a necessity overnight. Whether it's to hunt down your next meal in a forest that's become a free-for-all, or to fend off those who might see your supplies as their next plunder, ammunition takes on a vital role. It's about staying one step ahead in the survival game, where being unarmed could leave you vulnerable to becoming prey yourself. You want to ensure you don't end up on the menu in a dog-eat-dog world. In the currency of post-collapse survival, ammo is more than mere metal. They are the guardians of your safety and sustenance. In the wake of a collapse, these items could be worth more than their weight in gold, quite literally. Stay prepared and stay safe. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more survival tips and insights.